Hello everyone, welcome back to another cryptic crossword. Let's get started here. President caught in place with a woman of disrepute. President. I kind of think president is the definition. And then we have caught in place. I don't know what word they're looking for woman of disrepute. I don't know. A rigid back on a boat. Back on a boat is aft. A rigid back. I wonder if back on a boat is the definition. Well, because this letter A is kind of troubling, right? If it's part of the definition, then it's redundant. So it should be part of the wordplay, and it should start with A. Or perhaps because of back. Oh, what if on a boat we're at sea? Well, that doesn't work, does it? But I was thinking, I don't know, rigid back. I don't know. Group of witches shot in Lady Godiva's town. Coventry? A coven is a group of witches. I don't know Lady Godiva's town, but Coventry sounds plausible. Group of witches. Ah, and a shot is a try. Give it a shot, give it a try. Later, returned for a Chinese dumpling. Oh, what is that called? That's not dim sum, right? It's a Chinese dumpling. Is it dim sum? Let's look up what dim sum is real quick. Dim sum. Also, how do you say it? Is it dim sum? What is it's a Cantonese style of steamed dumpling. Yeah. How do you pronounce it though? Well, I guess I'll just search for pronounce and Google will figure it out for me. I have very little belief in Emma saying at the YouTube channel. I don't know, all these anything that's not like Google's official pronunciation guide, I don't believe at all. Okay, this YouTube video claims you can say sum or some. Later. Anyway, so Chinese dumpling, right? So dim sum makes sense here. Later returned for, like, mid, later. I don't see anything here that works for the wordplay. But I think this definition is so good, it almost has to work, doesn't it? Later. I guess I'll cross it out for now. Actually, let's look at the things I have crosses for. I always forget to do that. Withdraw from stutterer's germ. Secede? Yes. So to secede is to withdraw from. And if a stutterer were trying to say a seed, as in a germ of something, they might say secede, for example, or just secede. Gunned 2 formations of geese in marsh grass. Revved. You gunned an engine, you revved it. 2 formations of geese are V's, and marsh grass is reed. I was decoding the wordplay for that on the fly as I was saying it to you guys. I hadn't figured it out yet. I just saw revved is so good, and it has a V in it, which I saw formation of geese must have a V somewhere. Anyway. Asian rudely mooning owl. Cantonese fits and means Asian, but I bet we're trying to rearrange the letters in mooning owl. Mongolian. Study of our planet. Nice teachers arranged. Oh, nice teachers arranged. Nice teachers is, yeah, 12 letters. Okay. The study of our planet makes sense as a definition anyway, so... Earth science. Seems good. Strumpet. President Trump caught in place. If you place something, you set it. And a woman of disrepute could be a strumpet. Soccer's Maradona quit match. Uh-oh. I don't know who this soccer person is. And I don't know what quit match. Dremo. Quit match. Quit match. It means you gave up. You retired. You conceded. But I don't know how to say that with those letters. Bunny's relative. Quiet at hearing. Top secret. Hair something? Hair A-R-E or A-I-R? Quiet. Hush? Hush? No. I mean, I think it starts hair. Oh, what would hearing top secret? Or hearing top secret. Hairpiece? Yes. I was trying like I knew it started with hair because of Bunny's relative. And I was thinking like top secret related to hair might be like a toupee somehow. You don't want people, it's a secret about your top you don't want people to know. Quiet at hearing. Quiet means peace, which you might mishear as peace. Got it. Boats. Oh, I've had this kind of word before. A boat's small circular path is a sloop. An S-loop is a small circular path, and a boat is a sloop. A rigid... Oh, a stern? Yes, I see. A rigid is a stern, and back on a boat, in addition to being aft, is a stern. I don't know why they have two words for that. One of them I think is like related to things outside the ship, and one of them is related to things inside the ship. Maybe let's look that up. Aft versus stern. What's the difference there? Aft is the inside rearmost part of the vessel, while stern is the outside rearmost part of the vessel. I was right. The stern is opposite the bow. The bow is the front. What do you call the front of a ship? Oh, you call it the fore. Yeah. Okay. The inside of a ship is the fore, but the outside is the bow. Okay. Later, returned for Chinese dumpling. Well, it's not dim sum. Pot pie? No. Wrong second credit was unsettling. Is second credit 12 letters? It is. That's good. And it means was unsettling. I'm going to need more letters to work with on that, I think. Brilliant old Peruvian way down. Well, old Peruvian would be Incan or Inca, I think. I'm not sure what to do with the rest of it, though. One-celled animals in a pair came swimming. Something CES? CAE? Because it's kind of a Latin-looking one-celled animals, right? Myceliae? That's a different thing, right? What is myceliae? Myceliae. I'm sure I'm spelling it super wrong. Wow, so badly wrong, even Google doesn't know what I mean. Mycelia, mycelium. Oh, that's a part of a fungus, that's right. As in mycology. Okay. At any rate, not relevant here. Figure of speech in poet's last line? Are we looking for idiom? Is a figure of speech? Poet's last line. I don't see how to make this out of in poet's last line. Poet's last should be S, right? And then line? Let's look at the crosses and see if maybe I'm... Okay. Role for Matt Damon. Carried on the radio. Carried. What are words that mean carried, and how could you mishear them to be a role for Matt Damon? What are some of his famous roles? I mean, like Jason Bourne, right? Yes, okay. And Bourne can mean carried. We usually wouldn't use the U in American English, but it's still legal. Figure of speech in poet's last line. Not sure. Frog on TV troubled Mr. Kite. That'll be Kermit. A frog on TV and a rearrangement of the troubled letters in Mr. Kite. Is it some kind of ode? Diode? I don't understand why. It's not a figure of speech. But this is like a poet's... I don't know. An ode is a thing related to poets, but... Almost quarter of noon. Too soon. Oh dear. Quarter of noon. Almost quarter. I guess a quart is almost quarter. Quart of noon. I don't know. Look quickly around Taj Mahal's site for a shadowy picture. Something gram? Something agram? Because Taj Mahal's in Agra. And a shadowy picture could be a something gram. Look quickly. We're looking for a four-letter word meaning look quickly that ends with M. Skim? Skyagram makes no sense. Worked as a sailor, rough in speech. What is rough? What are synonyms of rough that you could mishear as meaning worked as a sailor? You sailed, but that's obviously not. Boated? I don't know. Mixed up ethicist with the most maddening urges. So there are 8 letters in ethicist. Probably ends with EST, most maddening urges. Leaves us HICIT. HICIT. Itchiest. Itches are kind of maddening urges in a way. And it's a mixed up ethicist. Physicist, confused merchants. Well, physicist has 9 letters. Merchants has 9 letters. So we rearrange the letters in one of them. And it has an A, so it must be merchants that's being rearranged to mean physicist. Was Nash a physicist? None that I can think of. John Nash was a famous mathematician, but not a physicist. He's the one the movie was about, right? Beautiful Mind? I was just talking about Beautiful Mind earlier today with a friend about how the first time I saw a cryptic being solved, I think I talked about this before when I was starting cryptics on the channel, but I saw Cracking the Cryptic do a cryptic, and I was like, I made it through the entire video, not sure if it was all some sort of weird prank. where you just like say stuff that doesn't make any sense and then fill in the puzzles, fill in the letters. And it just seemed like you need to be like, you need to have a conspiracy theory mind to like tie together the nonsense in a cryptic. And I still feel that way about some of the answers in the British cryptics, where I don't even understand the pop culture references. But the New York Times ones are both somewhat easier and also like have cultural references that I understand. Anyway, I don't think it's John Nash. Clearly, we can't spell John. Could be someone else Nash. Math? It's not really a physicist, right? The guy's unreasoning fear of Latin America. I thought unreasoning would be an anagram, but the guy's is no good. Fear of Latin is no good. Maybe it's... I don't know. Latin America. That seems like the definition. Or possibly of Latin America is the definition. Gangster is neckwear expert. Huh. I don't know what this means. Is it possible that neckwear is some kind of word decoration indicator? Like, we're supposed to take gangster and have it wear is as neckwear or something like that? Probably not, but it could be. Fight with main general at Appomattox. Fight with Maine, maybe? So, and Maine is M-E, isn't it? I'm not actually sure. It might be M-N, but isn't that like Minnesota or something? The whole eastern seaboard is a mystery to me. Pretty much any place east of like Colorado, I have no idea. Except I've been to Iowa. And I guess technically Nebraska. I just drove across the border once or twice. Fight with Maine general. So I think general at Appomattox is the definition. And fight with Maine is supposed to be a way for me to figure out who it is without needing to know this guy's name. I don't know. Wonton? Wonton. I didn't know that was a dumpling. Wonton. It's a dumpling. Look at that. And backwards, it's not now, which means later. Okay, we can revisit this anagram if we get more letters, or if we give up on everything else. Oh, speaking of which, I just got wonton. Let's look at this. Oh, I didn't even listen. I've never seen this clue. Plea for chow down in vestibule. Eat. Well. Entreat? Entreaty? Entreaty is a plea, I think. Chow is eat. And it's being written down in entry, which is a vestibule. Wii Maker, that'll be Nintendo, is mean in refusal. Intend, if you mean something, you intend it, and it's in refusal. N-O is no. Okay, we got a couple more letters for this, which is very helpful. Let's see if there's more downs I didn't look at. Cabinet picks trashed domestic carrier. Probably cabinet picks trashed? Yeah. Domestic carrier, some kind of airline, maybe? But this anagram is no easier to do than this one, so it looks harder. Air. Wrong second credit. Was unsettling. Well, probably ED. I'm looking at, by the way, Old Peruvian. Could it be Andean? And Andean somehow? The Andes are in Peru, right? In that general area. Okay, I guess it's time to start looking at some anagrams. You can see this? Yes, okay. So we have second credit. Which we're supposed to rearrange, and we have blank I, blank C, 5 more blanks, TED. That's longer than this because we already used the space, or because we don't reproduce the space. So let's do this. We've used a C, an E, D, I, and T. Was unsettling. Rye. Doesn't seem like it can start with an R, right? And a C would be a little weird. How about a D? Oh, disconcerted? Yes, there we go. So that got us a couple crosses now, including one that's another anagram we might as well work on. We have merchants, which is being rearranged to E like this. We've used an E-H-A, and it's supposed to mean physicist. Well, one thing that really jumps out to me here is that they don't have any fucking vowels. This must be Ernst Mach. For some reason, I was only thinking of like World War II physicists who were like building the atomic bomb, but sure, Ernst Mach was a physicist before that time. Actually, when was Mach around? Born 1838, died 1916. Oh wow, almost the same day of the year. February 18th to February 19th. Made it to the day after his birthday and gave up. Figure of speech in a poet's last line. Poet's last. I'm noticing all of these letters are in the word poets? But I think that's a coincidence. I don't think there's anything here telling me to rearrange this. And if I wanted to, it would be TS or TP. It makes no sense, right? All right, more anagrams. We have cabinet picks. Which we're rearranging to INT, and we have used an INT. It means domestic carrier. Well, obviously it doesn't start with air. There's no dang R. And what is the clue exactly? Domestic carrier question mark. Can I like... I just want to sort this so I, or like... Sort columns? Does that work? Nope. I just wanted it to not be in order so that the order it's in doesn't confuse me. It could start with AI, but then what, right? Cabinet picks trash. It's got a question mark, so maybe I'm supposed to be a little bit more flexible in how I understand the clue. Somehow. But I don't really know how. This N is the weird thing, right? Because normally you would want an N to come right after a vowel, like an I. It works very well there. Picnic? I don't have enough C's for that. It doesn't really make any sense anyway. Bic, I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave this for now. The guys, I still have no idea. Gangster is neckwear expert. Hit me? To fight with is to hit, sort of. Box me, of course, but I don't know. I don't think that's likely to be a name. Soccer's Maradona. Quit match. Well, to quit could be to die. I don't know a word for match that's blank O. A go? Have a go at someone if you were having a match, maybe? Diego? That's a name? That actually seems pretty good. Let's look up Diego Maradona, right? Oops, that's a... Hello? Ah! My fingers are offset by a bit. Nice. It must be, right? Diego Maradona must be a person. Yes, an Argentine soccer player. I mean, we have an N at the end of this now. Brilliant old Peruvian way. Way down. One-celled animals. Paramecia. That's the word I was maybe looking for earlier. A paramecium is a one-celled animal. Maim? No. Oh, maybe ME is first? Fight with main general? Fight with main? Me box? Mehit? I don't know. We have an A now in our cabinet picks, right? And the position that it's in is 3 blanks before the T. Okay. Domestic carrier? So maybe domestic as in like something that helps you carry a thing in a house. Like, what do people use to carry infants or something, right? Or pets. Still no real idea here, sadly. We could maybe figure out this gram thing. It's not a sonogram. What's look quickly? Peak. But it has to be a 4-letter word ending with M. Although, what's up with this A, right? A shadowy picture. Look quickly around Taj Mahal site for shadowy picture would mean the same thing, as far as I can tell. So it seems like the A should be part of the answer, even though it doesn't seem correct. That like I don't see how it can be. I don't get it. Look quickly. Peer, peak, but it has to end with M. Gleam, gleam, those are wrong and also 5 letters. A shadowy picture, a shadowy picture, shadowy. What did they have way before like camera technology took off? They had like daguerreotypes. It's a little long for this. I don't even know how to spell daguerreotype. D-E-G-E-U? Yeah, D-E-G-U-E. R-R-E-O type. Daguerreotype. A photograph taken by an early photographic process employing an iodine sensitized silvered plate and mercury vapor. How long did it take to take a daguerreotype? Because, like, this is, I think, why nobody ever smiled in old photos. It took, like, literally hours, I thought. Okay, in bright light, you could do as little as a few seconds. Like in sunlight. Exposure. Huh. Reduction of exposure time. The very first daguerreotype cameras could not be used for portraiture as the exposure time required would have been too long. Interesting. Alright, well, I give up. I can't find out how long it took. Scam is not really look quickly. Worked as a sailor. Well, I mean, rough in speech obviously sounds like the word, like part of the wordplay, right? But maybe it's not. Maybe rough in speech. Ah, yes. Rough in speech could mean crude, right? Someone who's rough in speech. Someone who's rough is crude. Okay, so I was wrong. It is, in fact, worked as a sailor is crude, and rough in speech was the definition. It was the wordplay, I mean. But somehow thinking that it might not have been got me here, so. Well, now I still don't know. Where does the ME go? Fight with main. I think it ought to go like this, right? Fight. No. Gangster is neckwear expert. The guys. Unreasoning fear of Latin America. Figure of speech. Oh. Speech, I suppose, could be some mishearing indicator, right? It's supposed to mishear figure? Not sure how. Almost 12:45. Too soon. Soon could be coming. Something that's new is coming. This is killing me. If I could get this, I'd have 2 more letters to work with, which would be really valuable. I mean, what if... I mean, we might as well just try, like, what if this starts, whoops, with a K, for example. Let's copy things a bit so I can record my branching here. Because K ought to do a lot, right? Kiss... there's almost nothing that works with a K here, I don't think. So if instead of a K, we put a B. Bip, 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 bis. Bis, by, by what? By snack. By snap. I don't know, I don't like B very much. C? I like the S though. Oh, a Cessna? No, that's a Cessna. Also, it's not spelled like this at all. Scenic? Scenic. No, the I is fixed, right? Ugh. Yeah, I really love the I for hairpiece. Okay, well, not S then, but P? P, pick, pian. I don't know, none of this seems very good. So what if we tried putting a word here, like a letter here, P. Packet? Ooh, a packet is a kind of carrier, I like that. You C and the P and the K and the E. What? So something ending IC? Oh my god, it is a picnic basket. Why did I think I couldn't spell picnic earlier? What is wrong with me? Oh, this K is very interesting. What? So you have blank K, blank M. And it means quickly, look quickly. It is skim. Why did I think it couldn't? Because Skyagram makes no fucking sense. That's why. Okay. Brilliant old Peruvian way down. There's really no spot for Inca, right? Well, Incan, I guess, could fit here. Incandescent. Oh, I put an extra E in there. Which Incan descent is an old Peruvian way down, and brilliant is incandescent. Scarface. Scarface could be a neckwear expert if he were Scarface. Oh boy. The guy's unreasoning fear of Latin America. Phobic? No. But I think that's actually pretty good. So maybe unreasoning is an anagram indicator for fear of Latin America, which is something phobic. Right? If we have phobic and IPC, we need 2 more letters. And maybe we can pull that Latin America? Remove the PIC. Well, but I can't spell phobic. Like, maybe I'm supposed to say unreasoning fear is phobia. And Earth, yeah, actually, there doesn't seem to be even really necessarily an anagram indicator. Unreasoning fear could just be phobia. Not sure what to do with this. How about this? We get anywhere here? Not really. There's only 4 clues left I haven't done, which is pretty good. Almost 12:15. Too soon. I mean, QUART still fits as like almost quarter. It could just be quart. But then of noon. Quarto? I don't think so. Unreasoning fear. I feel like it's supposed to be fear of Latin America. So fear could be phobia. And if you made it unreasoning, you could rearrange the letters in phobia. Who is the guy? Him? He? Hispanic. Hispanic. Hispanic means of Latin America, and his panic is the guy's unreasoning fear. Almost quarter of noon looks like near. Almost must be nearly? Maybe that's the definition? Almost. Quarter of noon is the letter N, 1/4 of it. Too soon is early. What the hell is this, though? I mean, it has to be a vowel, right? I mean, I don't know. This still could be the ME, I think. But it's not as good a wordplay clue if it goes this way, I don't think, because there's nothing telling you to put it in the wrong order. So let's look like this first. Let me just look up the state, main state abbreviation. It's ME. Fight. Well, oh, right. Let's put the M. Let's do this first. Malm doesn't. Mal doesn't mean fight. Oops, sorry. Mel doesn't. Mill doesn't. Mole, mull, meal. None of those really work. So suppose I did this. Oh, a melee is a fight. With main, general of Apodomax must be M.E. Lee. Lee must be in the general there. Figure of speech. Now this could be like, I don't know, like not a lot of words fit here, but some do. Like trove, for example. Poet's last. Well, the last of poet is T. Poet's last line. Figure of speech. Figure. Ugh. I mean, I'll fill in trove, I guess, but it's wrong. Poet's last is T. Are we looking for something that means line? I think we must be. TH. Thori. Thone. Those? Maybe a line could be a hose. STHIJKLMNOP. TOO? Doesn't seem very good. PQR trove. We tried already. Trote, not a word as far as I'm aware. STU doesn't seem very good. W. Two. Tui? Everyone knows about the good old Tui you can get. It's 2 for 1 deal. One clue left, but I have no idea what to do with it. Figure of speech. I mean, we could put an I here. But I think there has to be an L somewhere, right? And if there is going to be an L, it's there. Sorry, why did I think there should be an L? There's no reason. Poet's last just means there should be a T somewhere, which we have already. Figure of speech. Tau. I wish I had crosses. You know, that's one nice thing about American crosswords. Every letter is checked by having a cross. There have been a couple of very rare exceptions where the theme is like doing something weird with the shape of the puzzle. But in a typical American crossword, you've got at least 2 chances for every letter. Not so in a cryptic, but you get given every clue twice, so that's pretty cool. Figure of speech. I'm gonna look up, like, what do you call a figure of speech? Besides an idiom. Some common figures of speech are alliteration, anaphora, antimetaboly, antithesis, apostrophe, assonance, hyperbole, irony, metonymy, onomatopoeia, paradox, personification, pun, simile, synecdoche, and understatement. I think I know what most of these are. I'm not 100% on metonymy, but and I don't think I know anything about what antimetaboly is. And antimetabole? But okay, none of them seem relevant here. T-bone? Doesn't seem right. That is like a 3-letter or a 5-letter word that fits here. No. I was surprised when I said figure of speech. Idiom was not like the very first thing that Google suggested. Types. Oh, is it a trope is a figure of speech? Huh. I see. I didn't realize that. I thought a trope was like a theme of something. What is a trope? Trope. A figurative or metaphorical use of a word or expression. Huh. Fascinating. Okay. Well, we made it through another cryptic without getting any help from the New York Times. Now, I do think I used Google a little bit too much to figure out trope here, which is a little embarrassing because I even said TR and just couldn't think of anything to put here besides V. I don't know if I ran through the TRs carefully enough. I guess not, because I missed the answer. But I thought I had tried to run through all the TRs and none of them seemed right. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.